Failed, unjust policies have led to the current crisis we find in our neighborhoods. CPS policies are the status quo. And because these force-fed reforms, the majority of our students, most of whom are black and brown, are experiencing a form of education apartheid.
That's right.
Yes. This is not the type of world-class education our students deserve.
Absolutely.
As you not pay attention to me and read your other things, I understand that. But we have to have some honesty here. Children who need the most resources get the least. Parents who cry out the loudest have their voices drowned. Schools that deserve the most support purposely get little.
Talk about it.
And according to CPS, this fiscal starvation could last for up to a decade. Instead, these schools are labeled as failing. Teachers and school workers are labeled as failures. Students are labeled as having been failed. And minority caregivers are labeled as failed and uncaring parents. This is damaging. This is damaging. You cannot do this to our children. You say you have the best interest of our children in heart, then you need to have some courage and do the right thing here. This labeling is done in order to justify a current process of destabilizing black, brown, and poor neighborhoods. It is done to trick the public into believing what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. And it's done to push a political agenda that seeks to destroy public education. Other than ritual participation, we believe that the authentic voices of CPS parents, local school councils, leaders, legislators, independent members of Chicago's faith community have been excluded from the decision-making process. On the other hand, we may be disappointed that people affiliated with and who support this agenda have admitted to paying people $25 and $50 to provide false testimony at legal, state-mandated school hearings in an orchestrated effort to silence real, authentic voices.
Take your time.
All right.
So,
all right.
Take your time.
This is why we stand. The Chicago Teachers Union stands in solidarity with parents, activists, and others today, calling on the members of the board to do what is just. Look at our groundbreaking report, The Schools That Chicago Students Deserve. We believe that every student deserves a coherent curriculum, high standards, good discipline, parental support, a professional teaching force, and well-run schools. And to the thousands of parents and students and community leaders and activists, educators, and clergy who have united in this education justice fight, I leave you with the words of John F. Kennedy. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, and who strives valiantly, who dares and comes up short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotions, and spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory or defeat. I'm begging you, on behalf of the children of the city of Chicago, do not do the status quo and disrupt our communities. Do the courageous thing.